This is a talk I gave for Online Retailer in Sydney 2012. Welcome. DGM have been operating in this marketplace for over 9 years, and we offer the full solutions end-to-end for digital marketing, including search engine marketing, affiliate marketing, SEO, analytics, and conversion optimization. I like to start every talk with a guarantee that tomorrow you'll hear at least one idea that you'll be able to take back to your office and begin to implement, and that will begin to generate greater revenue and sales and an increase in return on investment. So what I'm hoping you'll see is that there's just one key takeaway that can unlock the potential on your website or your digital business that already exists. I've been lucky enough for DGM to work with 1 in 4 of the top global brands, both in the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. I've worked over in Australia for 4 years now. I've also worked for a lot smaller brands, and the great thing is about this is I've seen a large diversity, and it's given me a lot of perspective into the way successful digital companies operate. It's also given me insight into what does work, who's doing it well, and vice versa. This is really important. The unique way in which DGM are remunerated for the work that we do is that we're paid only for the results that we deliver, and that's key. So that means we're shipping millions upon millions of products each year to customers, and when you get shipped products, what you find generally is you get happy customers. And when you have happy customers, what that means is they're more likely to talk about you positively, and positive advocacy, maybe word of mouth or peer-to-peer reviews. Similarly, they may also be more inclined to purchase from you time and time again. And this is priceless. This is really the nirvana. Today, we're going to look at media, conversion and CRM and how they're all interlinked. But what we're going to get out of this in the next 20 or so minutes is 3 key case studies from this market with real data. The first case study will be about delivering amazing ROAS and sales from digital media. Then we'll look at how conversion optimization can increase the results on your website. And thirdly, how to reduce shopping cart abandonment. But really what we're all here is to find how we can convert more site visitors into customers. So when I've asked this question, how are we going to double sales year on year? When we ask this question, we tend to get 2 paradigms of answers. The first paradigm is it's simple. If you double your media budget, you increase traffic generation to your website 2-fold, you'll therefore increase customers by 2-fold. Now I'd like us to consider the other paradigm, is if actually we were to increase conversion on our websites without increasing any media spend, we double conversion, we can achieve the same result. We'll double sales. And it's really another important factor. So when we look at this chain of media, conversion and CRM, we see that there are some weak links in the chain. And look, we think it's rather futile. If you know your site is only converting at below industry standards, 1 or 2%, to be spending tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on media. You wouldn't do that if you're in a shop, if your shop was broken. So let's just focus on conversion and CRM in the first instance. When we look at some data globally around the world, we see that for every $1 spent on conversion, there's $92 spent on media. So this huge disparity. And when we look at this pile here, and this denotes $100 bills all piled up. There's $3 billion bills here. This represents the IAB online ad expenditure in Australia this financial year. When we take that ratio, we can see what we're spending on conversion, and it's a tiny fragment of that. So this massive disparity. So look, conversion management is the science of converting site visitors into customers, and that's why we're here. So right now, if you consider your website, who determines the path to get to that commercial action? It could be the web development team, the web architecture team, the web design team, The marketing team? Or could it be the CEO who likes to get involved in every decision? What I really would suggest though, ultimately, is these people. And these are your digital customers. They determine the path to get to that commercial action. And if you consider a purchase funnel, this is a website funnel, a really concise one, Google Analytics. If you take that metaphor of a funnel, in the real world you pour a litre of water into the funnel, you get a real litre of water out. If you have a website, you put 100 customers into the website funnel, you're lucky if you get 2 out. It's not a funnel at all. This metaphor is broken, and for me, websites mostly work like sieves or leaky buckets. There's spillage everywhere. And this is because there's a one-size-fits-all mentality to websites. Whether I'm a repeat purchaser, whether I'm male, whether I'm female, what socio-demographic I am, the website constrains the user experience. It's very static or stagnant, the website. And you can see that right now. And really, the ultimate websites work in ways that there's valves and levers and pulleys that can direct or determine the flow of the customer through the site to get to that end action. It's a living and breathing, evolving entity. And those websites usually have more absorbed users and more absorbed users who are more happy, and therefore they're more likely to transact, because there's a direct correlation between emotional, positive happiness and purchase behaviour. So if you take this old adage of awareness, interest, desire and action from a funnel, it's no longer really true. We should be building each page on our website so it's always got commercial intent, it's always be closing, has some reason for existing, whether it's to find information or to go on to purchase or to apply for something. So right now, when we look at our websites, who is determining whether their pages are built? Is it through subjectivity or guesswork? Or do you use objectivity in real-time testing and results orientation? Now I suggest that we should all be doing objective production of websites. So this is Amazon's website, perhaps nearly 20 years ago. This should all give us strength, because it looks pretty appalling. But it's a very different beast now. They have item-to-item collaborative filtering. They have peer-to-peer recommendation, pattern recognition, recommendation engines, one-click to purchase, and pay phrases. And all of this means that the user experience that I have on Amazon website is completely different to your experience. And it's based on my previous behaviour. And it's always learning, it's always evolving, it's always got something new to deliver. And Amazon are like that as a business. It's so customer-centric. They're always learning, they're always evolving, and they're always testing. So at any one time, there are over 200 real-time conversion management tests going on Amazon's website. And look, the reason they do this evolutionary chain and they're not satisfied is that they're able to deliver a result like this. There's significantly higher achievement of revenue per unique user than any of those other massive digital institutions. It's a fantastic result. So, you don't have to be Isaac Newton to understand the law of gravity. You can stand on the shoulders of giants to see a little further. And we should be taking some of the tests, some of the learnings that Amazon are doing, and implementing them on our own websites. So when you look at this evolutionary chain, and we look at it for one facet of Amazon's website, we can see the buy now button, how it's evolving over the last 20 years. And actually this evolution isn't by guesswork, it's through real-time testing. Every increment of change has delivered a better result. Now if you consider your own website, and this is my first guarantee, this is a journey that you should all be on now. Whether it's using online surveys or usability labs, ABN testing, multivariate testing, or finally you get right the way up the chain to where Amazon are, which are doing optimal experience for every interaction, for every unique customer. This is a journey that you need to be undertaking. And right now you can have technology that can implement this journey, but really what actually is more important than the technology is that the hypothesis you put into technology poor ideas into technology deliver poor results, and that's another guarantee. So our first case study is for consumer. And consumer is the choice equivalent in Australia. It's New Zealand. It gives around professional reviews of appliances, electrical appliances. You have to be a subscribed member to get this rich content. So there was a problem with consumer and the period of discovery we needed to undertake to understand what that problem is. So we used analytics to look at the mechanical behavior of the customers traveling through the website, where they entered the site, where they dropped off the site, the time on each page in that journey. We used surveys to look at attitudinal data, to look at sentiment and real conversation about their users and their experiences. We also looked at eye tracking, which gave us insight into the visual cues, the stimulus that caused people to look and click on certain buttons. And all this is just to help us provide insight. And with insight, we can make hypotheses. So we'll look at one page, the report page, 14,000 page views per month. And for any conversion management test, you really need around about 10,000 views per month. Principally, if you're going to get statistically relevant test in a short enough time span, that's our recommendation. This page had a 20% bounce rate. Some of the other pages may have as high as 50% bounce rate. And the conversion is 1.24%. Very small. We've gathered some user accessibility testing survey, and we've understood some sentiment. And there was criticism in the way that people landed on this page from Google or from search engines looking for content around wireless headphones, and what they've been is when they get this content, it's all hidden behind a paywall and they're just taken to the Join Now funnel. When we looked at the eye tracking data, it's really clear that these images here are being looked at, they're hotspots around. And I don't know if you can see, but this is where it's principally being clicked. But here are the call to actions. They're being totally ignored. It's obvious to know why. Humans are lazy. They're not prepared to scroll below the fold. Also, there's a certain amount of banner blindness. This Join Now, Buy Now box looks disjointed. It isn't integrated with the content. So we now really know what the problem is. We've gone on a period of discovery. Now we come up together collaboratively with all those different people, the CEO, the web development team, the marketing team, and we form some hypotheses and generate some ideas. And with these ideas, we can do some testing. So we'll create an ABN test with 3 different variables, and this is what they were. So which of these was able to increase against the control conversion? It's this page. And the only way we really know this is through real-time testing, sub-objectivity. So we used technology to measure the results. We made sure there was a statistically relevant test, and we found a clear winner. And the clear winner had a 98% chance to beat the control. So it's something that was really considered very important. And actually, it was a 50% increase in conversion from just this page. And you can see that the Join Now button is now integrated. There's some content been removed from the paywall into the freemium model. Imagine giving a 50% increase in conversion to your own business. It's huge. This can deliver, for consumer, close to $200,000 in revenue. So if you consider now your digital website, you're doing conversion management, you have this beautiful garden, and you think it's perfect. But when you dig a little deeper into this digital garden, you find it's littered with abandoned shopping carts. Now PayPal say 45% of online shoppers abandon. I've seen statistics much higher than that. And I've also seen real experiences. Reasons given are high shipping costs, payment options, coupons, and of course some people still go to the offline bricks and mortar store. But the whole idea is we're here to convert more site visitors into customers. So how does it work? We have access to technology, and with this technology we can understand shopping cart abandonment. So if we look at the user journey, someone adds something to the shopping cart, they leave their email address, but they don't hit the confirmation page within a certain amount of time, perhaps 1 hour, they're then sent an email. And all this is tracked, only paid by the digital company when that person goes on to transact. So the actual technology is free, you only pay when the customer converts. It's a no-brainer for our advertisers. So we're going to look, and this is a bit of a CRM strategy. So this case study has to be remained anonymous, but it's for a 2012 CanStar Blue digitally awarded website in Australia. They have a 67% cart abandonment rate and $120 average transaction value. They're losing a lot of revenue through abandoned carts. If you abandon the cart now, you receive an email like this. Oops, was there a problem checking out? This email alone is a 17% conversion. It's their highest converting channel by miles. It has a $66 ROAS. How fantastic is that? So the PayPal gives us some top tips about shopping cart abandonment, and I only want to dwell on the one that I think is most important, and it's ask for the email address in the first step of the checkout. Now this just helps shopping cart abandonment cast the net wider from the outset, and this is another guarantee. And guess who does this? Our friends Amazon, every time. So now we really do have a beautiful digital garden. We're able to move on. We're now really excited. We're able to spend some money on media, which is all why we're here, I suppose. So again, if you look at this media spend in Australia, it's $3 billion. You see it's increasing. It's a really healthy digital economy. We want to investigate further. We'll do some macroeconomics. We'll zoom out and compare the Australian market with the UK and the USA. And this is the latest IAB data. So when we look at what online consumers are spending in these markets, we can see that the size or the area of the pie denotes that spend. When we look at it really to understand it by capita, and this is the adult population in each country, you can see that Australia is not too far behind the US in terms of how much per person, per adult population is spending online each year. Of course, UK is quite far ahead, and that's because everything in the UK is broken, including offline shopping malls that don't exist, traffic and parking are terrible. It's a perfect digital economy. So now let's look at the pies for the online ad expenditure according to the IAB. Now if we bring this back per capita, we can see that in Australia we're actually spending more than in the UK and the US to achieve a worse result. So funnily, when we look at the ROAS, which is the return on advertising spend in Australia versus the UK and the US, we can see that in the US they're getting twice as much bang for their buck than in Australia. And in the UK they're getting $10 more for every $1 spent on digital. So something here implies to me that the way we buy media in Australia is broken. There are some fundamentals that we're not doing correctly that we could improve on. So let's have a look. We need to build media campaigns on solid foundations on these fundamentals. We've fixed the website, so let's look at what these fundamentals, in my opinion, the opinion of DGM, should be. Now we're looking at building them on high return on investment channels. We want to focus on that. And it's quite clear that affiliate marketing and SEO are leaders in this area. And then paid search. And of course spending money on investing on your own CRM databases. It's a very worthwhile exercise. So I would suggest these are the pillars of your digital marketing strategy. Now if you look at any SERP, and there were sites within the conference, if you look at any SERP for the key converting keywords, if you're not on page 1, you're not going to be generating traffic that's converting. You really need to be on page 1. Apparently only 10% of people go on to page 2. So this is a basic fundamental. Now we're going to focus on affiliate marketing. And of course we all know that affiliate marketing is a win-win. You only pay for when the customer goes on to convert to a sale, and that sale is shipped to the customer and the cooling off period is elapsed. So we can use affiliate ads to generate consumer traffic and pay only for conversions. It's a no-brainer. This case study is for a really huge electrical retailer online. And we go under the hood for this affiliate marketing campaign. And we've been working with this brand for over 8 years in Australia. And this data just shows the last 2 years. And there's $100 million plus of revenue being generated. Well, the key thing for us is this green area underneath. It's around about 20%, and that's what affiliate marketing has been delivering for this company for the last 2 years. And this is kind of a global benchmark of a well-optimized campaign, 20%. Now, another guarantee is the ROAS. Because of the ROAS is fixed, they're only paying 5% commission. They're delivering a fixed ROAS, return on investment, return on advertising spend of $20. That's twice that of search and over 10 times that of display. And social media is delivering less than $1. But for me, social media is a customer service channel. It's not a sales channel. So let's dig a little deeper. Affiliate marketing, what is it made up of, this 20%? We've got these types of site: loyalty, user reviews, comparison, and coupons. Why does it work so well? Well, because it's not advertising as such. It's pre-selling to the customer. It's using online consumer reviews, and these are supposed to be the second most trusted form of recommendation after personal word-of-mouth recommendation. It's growing all the time, this sentiment. This reviews from complete strangers are considered very trustworthy online. And in fact today, and this was a survey that was just conducted in the UK and the USA, shoppers now expect to see their products from retailers advertised or being reviewed on more sites than just the retailer alone. And this helps with purchase intent. And in fact, the respondents in this survey said that seeing the offer of products reviewed on an affiliate website helped close a deal when they were uncertain of the purchase. So it's a really important part of the consumer journey now. You can't no longer rely on pushing your advertising out through TV and mediums. You need people to engage in it and respond to it and write reviews that are compelling and positive advocacy. And then you get to the nirvana, because you get happy customers. Happy customers equals more sales shipped equals more healthy margin. We've just conducted a survey very similar to the IAB Affiliate Marketing Council in the UK around about who uses affiliate marketing and why. And this was one of the results from it. These are the types of affiliate that are most widely used: comparison, content, coupons, loyalty rewards. They're all not advertising, they're comparing, they're reviewing, they're looking at offers and added sales incentives. And similarly again, affiliate marketing has been going for nearly 15 years in my experience, and in this country, those that are engaged in affiliate marketing, 50% of them have only been doing so for 3 years or less. So we're really in its infancy still over here. We're yet to reach critical matter. And out of those that didn't engage in affiliate marketing, the main reason why is that there was not enough education around what is affiliate marketing. And that's really important for companies like us to share this information and disseminate great content and the wealth of experience that we have into the marketplace. So we're really open. Ask us the question, and we want to share a wealth of info with all advertisers who are unaware as what affiliate marketing can deliver. And now we've got this chain: media, conversion, CRM. All the links are really strong, and that's the perfect marketing campaign. So let's just focus on those guarantees again. SEO and affiliate marketing deliver the highest ROAS compared to paid search and display. When it comes to shopping cart abandonment, place the email capture on each page, one on the cart application, and implement a cycle of test, learn and improve for conversion and conversion management. And remember, if you talk to people the way advertising talk to people, they punch you in the face, and I love that quote from Hugh. Okay, that was the talk that we gave. Much appreciate your time today. Thanks very much. I look forward to my next presentation. I think it's iMedia Summit.